What's up, guys? It's your boy Misao, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Misao's Comfy Corner. Sorry, but I will be making a Comfy Corner video today because today is Sunday and it's the day that I'm recording this. But yeah, welcome back to another exciting episode of Misao's Dream Journal. It's probably like the third Misao's Dream Journal video that I've made today that I haven't that I've made recently that I haven't released yet, but I will be trying to release them soon enough. So, today I had a dream. You know, like Martin Luther King Jr., except less about equality, and more about fun, goofy rhythm game. And by that, I'm talking about Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage. Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage. I don't know why I said stage, but whatever. So the dream starts off with it has to do with my mom asking me to talk about something that she didn't understand, that being she wasn't too familiar with, something that was going on in Phineas and Ferb's final episode. And if you don't know, Phineas and Ferb is a Disney XD show that features the two brothers Phineas Flynn and Ferb Fletcher as they spend their summer making weird contraptions with their friends. And one had to do with the fate of the characters Phineas and Isabella Garcia. And so, I explained that there was this episode that took place years in the future with Phineas and his friends planning to go to college. And that episode, I don't know if I said video earlier, but it's episode. I spend too much time on YouTube, if you couldn't tell. So, that episode, Phineas found out that for a long time now, since they were little kids, Isabella had a crush on him. And he wanted to, confess that he had the same feelings for her, but he wasn't able to until the end of the episode, where he was finally able to. But I don't think I was ever able to explain it until we got to the next stream, which featured the Bad Squad from of course, Project Sekai. They're at this thing in what appears to be Germany or whatever. It's this music festival, but it was kind of stormy out and it was a bit flooded and you couldn't really see anything. And it centered around Akito. And the card for this event, that Akito had was surprisingly a 2-star, but it didn't really seem like a 2-star. It was animated, and it looked similar to this fan art that I saw of Akito's Find the Exit 4-star. And I'm not talking about the gacha Find the Exit, but the event. I'm pretty sure it's Akito's third focus event, Find the Exit. With Kashika. And it was kind of animated. The trained was that fan art, but the untrained, I think it was the untrained had the fan art, but the trained, it was this kind of, it's like that closed window Sekai from the movie Project Sekai, except instead of windows, it's moments from Akito's life And the outfit that he's in my opinion, is similar to that of his casual clothes from the movie, but also kind of mixed with his costume from the Kajika 4-star. And he was like climbing a ladder, and he got to the top of it, and he's like out of breath. And that's kind of the animation. He's like breathing heavily at the top of like the ladder. And you know, like these moments of his life, they're like little they're like these squares that are like kind of moving up and down. And I thought that was pretty cool. We also have another 4-star, but we only see the train of it. It's a limited Toya, and it's him in his outfit from his I think it's his fourth fourth focus event, because first was Rad Dog's Nocturne Interlude. His second was Same Dream, Same Colors, and his third was Walk On and On. So fourth is Blender. Yeah, and it's basically just that, except he's laying in like a field of flowers, and it's kind of close up to like his top half of his body. He has his arm like over his he has his arm like outstretched above him, like vertical from him. I think vertical's like up and down, right? Like vertical from him, and he has a flower in his hand, and that's basically it for the card. However, the costume, it features it's basically his Colorfest costume, but like it's mix of the hair he had in that costume and not a mohawk, but I forgot, a mullet. It's like a mix of that and a mullet. Make of that what you will. And finally, we have a few more cards for Akito. But yeah, these are quite interesting. So, to start off, we have one that's like an event card, but that event is, well, it's like, a mixed event card, but it's not, it's like a non-limited. And the Untrained features him charging to the viewer like in samurai armor. And it kind of reminds me of the Shogun skin from Fortnite. Yeah. And what's strange about these cards, are interesting, like with this card and all cards that I'm going to be talking about after this one, is in the card art, when you choose like Akito's outfit or costume, like the card art changes, or well, yeah, but the card, I don't know if it's like if you're editing the card itself or Akito's current costume, but the card art changes from like Akito is wearing like a different costume, that being the costume that you chose, which is interesting. And with some of these, like it changes the actual card art a bit, which is interesting. So yeah, I'll be getting to that. So yeah, with this one, it's like he's wearing the Shogun armor, and in the background it's all red. Like everything's got like a red hue, like and like some kind of red filter. And in the background you can see like this kind of Shogun temple. It's a mix of the Shogun temple and the Supreme King's castle from Yu-Gi-Oh! And what's interesting is this is the only card where it has a card story. And so for the card story, like you have Akito killing someone. Like this guy is chained to the ground. His shirt's gone, so he's only wearing pants, which is make of that what you will. And he's using, there's like a mix of different weapons that you can choose, but like where we only really use 2 weapons, and now each weapon has like has different abilities, which we'll talk about later in the next dream sequence, because these weapons do carry forward. And so anyways, we use one weapon. I think it's like it's like twin pistols, and Akito's basically shooting this guy, except he doesn't die. And then we use our next weapon, the final weapon, which is basically this giant, it's like a mix of a sword and a cleaver. And yeah, we basically just cut this guy like in half from the crotch to the head. That's pretty brutal. Yeah, should I put a gore warning in this video? I probably will. Yeah, I'll make sure to do so. Yeah. But then anyways, what's cool about this dream is that well, what's cool about this card story is that you can change Akito's costume mid-card story. Except it kind of changes, like, I don't know, like in the menu where we're changing, like in the menu where we're changing the costume, like Akito has this like this artwork of him, and it changes the artwork depending on the costume. And from what it looks like that we're changing like those transparent Akita, like those transparent card cuts from of course Project Sekai, where it only shows the character itself and not like the card background. That's basically it. Yeah, except the artwork, well, the card cut, which we'll call it, I don't know the actual name for it, but it does use the same like filter that that this specific card uses. Like, by that specific card I mean the Akito's new Shogun card. Yeah. And so anyways, the next card is it looks similar to that again of Akito's Find the Exit card, except this time it's a 4-star, like the last card that we talked about. It has Akito in his Find the Exit costume, and he is and he's like he's looking behind himself, like his back is turned to us, and he's looking behind like towards us. And the background is just like a a void, except it's like a red void. Again, it's got like this red hue. Again, a lot of weird stuff going on in the stream. Don't know what it says about my mental state, but hopefully everything it says about it is positive. Yeah, and we can like we can change, you know, the like kind of what the card I guess looks like a bit based on the kid, like the Akito costume we use. Except it really only changes from like one Akito to another, and doesn't really change the background, just changes like Akito and what he's doing in the image. Like for instance, like in like the regular Fine VX costume, his movements are like more tame and more simple. Whereas when we change it to another Akito, it's more sporadic. Like he's more turned towards us, his arms are in the air, he's got a more manic smile. Yeah. And then finally we have our next 4-star that, you know, I owned in the dream, that being it's an event limited card. We've got Akito in a black hoodie and a beanie, and it's got like this interesting cityscape in the background, but Akito's like he's in like this alleyway with some wooden crates, and the buildings in the alleyway are apparently not that big, because we can see like above them like these interesting cityscapes and all that. It looks really cool, actually. And if I don't know if I said that this card has like a red hue to it, but it doesn't. Instead, it's kind of like more like if I had to guess, I don't know, it's more I don't know what it's called. It's like this filter where everything is kind of I don't know, it's kind of brighter, but also kind of more saturated, if that makes any sense. So brighter and less saturated, yeah. But anyways, I don't think we've changed the art for this one. So moving on, you really only see like the icon for it, or I guess yeah, the art for it, but it's basically another limited card that I wasn't able to get in the dream. But it has Akito in like a sweatshirt, a beanie, and he's wearing like this cat mask, or, well, you know, like those medical masks, but like, you know, leather that we wore during the pandemic a few years back. And it's kind of like, it's a fully black mask. It has, you know, a button, like a white nose, like a white dot nose, and some cat whiskers. And yeah, that was basically it for the mask. And Akito, in the card art before this one, he was facing left, or yeah, no, right. He was facing right, and this one he's facing left. It's basically, you know, it's basically the other card art, except, you know, with a different outfit, and there's more graffiti on the walls, and also Akito in this one is facing left. And that's it for this one. Then we get to our final segment. It has Akito. It's an outfit similar to that it's an outfit similar to Darkness Fiesta. It's basically the same hair, but but like a different outfit. It's a similar outfit, except I don't really know what's different in this one. I guess it's just like his Darkness Fiesta outfit. And so the first sequence, it kind of has it has Akito it's like in this warehouse, and he's fighting against police officers and military guys, and he's trying to get like these people in the back to open up some kind of safe. In other words, he's kind of robbing a warehouse or a bank, and he's fighting against like the police and the military. Except he's not able to use guns until the final segment of this, when he realized that he was able to use guns. But by that time he was already arrested. So yeah. And then our next final segment has to do with damn, this stream's pretty long, but yeah, it has to do with Akito on like this island, and he's fighting against a swarm of I think it has to be like this sea monster. They're fighting against a sea monster, but they were finally able to stun it. And for some reason it didn't sink into the ocean. It kind of just bobbed up, and it just kind of just bobbed on like the surface and slowly sinking. And it kind of looked like looked like a whale. Yeah, but then yeah, and then some of Akito's guys started getting killed by like a tribe of a tribe of raiders or whatever. And then he kind of moved on to this other area. And it had to do with like a kingdom that he had to get into. And the kingdom was owned by some guy, and Akito had to team up with Rapunzel and Mario. So that's weird. That's basically it for the dream. Yes. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe, and I don't know what else to say about this. This was kind of a more brutal dream, but yeah, peace out, y'all.